Hey guys, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be testing new makeup 2020 edition. So if you want to hear about some of the new launches for 2020 and also how I got this makeup look, then keep watching. I feel like my skin's looking like really red today for some reason. Now it's getting worse because I'm just touching it. Alright guys, so we're going to start out with the Wet n Wild primer. So this is the Prime Focus Hydrating Primer. And I did take off my nails, guys, so these are just looking gross right now. So when I'm holding things up, I'm trying not to like show you them, but they're looking a little corn chippy. So I have used this primer before and I actually really liked it. And I was surprised because it's a hydrating primer and I have oily skin, so I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it. But it does have like a nice tackiness to it, which is perfect to make your makeup stay on all day. And this was launched with their Photo Focus Dewy Foundation, which I love that foundation, by the way. We're not going to be using that today. I've been using that in like every single tutorial, but I am going to be using the new CoverGirl foundation. So this is the Clean Fresh Skin Milk, and this has coconut milk and aloe extract in it, and I'm using the shade medium. So this also says that it blurs imperfections, evens out skin tone, and it's a sheer buildable coverage. And this is a hydrating foundation. I have used this once before. I actually did a whole entire review of this collection when it came out, but by the time I had finished filming, I saw that there were other videos that were up for a couple weeks already, so it just felt kind of pointless to post it. But this does smell like the peanut butter Girl Scout cookie. Like this is like the sandwich peanut butter, the one in like the orange box. It smells just like that. Since this is a sheer to buildable foundation, I'm just gonna be putting a little bit more on. I don't know how I feel about this foundation. I'm looking at myself on camera and this just looks crazy. Like it's like not drying down. I mean, I know it's hydrating, but this is like a little extra. So I don't have a new concealer or setting powder, so I'm just gonna do that off camera real quick and I'll be back. And then hopefully this foundation is fixed once I use setting powder over it, because this is not looking good. Alright guys, so my concealer and my powder is finished. If you wanted to know what concealer I used and which powder I used the My BFF Matte Concealer, and this is by Amoras. I really do like this concealer, by the way. I just couldn't mention it because I don't think that this is in 2020. I think it might have been 19. But the powder that I used is by Anastasia. And this is just their loose setting powder in translucent. For my contouring, I'm gonna go in with the Cheek Stars Reunion palette, and this is by Benefit. I love this palette, by the way. It's such a great face palette. So they have 3 different shades of blush in here. They have their classic Hoola bronzer, and they have the highlighting shade. So their highlighting shade Cookie is my all-time favorite highlighter, and my all-time favorite contour shade is Hoola, so it's perfect having them both in this palette along with a blush. So this is just such a great palette to take with you if you're traveling. It's just like, it's all in one. You can't go wrong. So I'm just gonna go around my forehead here. And I left on some setting powder to bake in certain areas, mainly just to give myself almost like a cheat sheet to contouring. It just really helps me out. So obviously you're gonna go right above this line to sharpen your cheeks, really sculpt those out. I'm also gonna go underneath my chin here to add some shadows underneath here to get rid of that double chin. Then we're also just chiseling out our jawline. Now for my nose, I'm going in with the JD 180 brush. So this is specifically made for nose contouring. So I'm going in with the smaller end. I'm shading the tip of my nose. And I'm not gonna go into super detail on this because I do have a full highlighting and contouring video up. So I'll place like a card up here if you guys wanna see that. But I'm probably just gonna speed through this just to save a little bit of time. So I feel like I don't mind the foundation, but I also use concealer over it and then set it. So I don't know. I feel like you could almost get away with doing any foundation really, as long as you like the concealer that you have over top of it. I don't know. But anyway, we're going into eyebrows. So we're using the Urban Decay Inked Brow. Or should I use the Rimmel London Pro Micro? I think I might try to do the Rimmel London ones. This is the Brow Pro Micro. So first I'm gonna use a spoolie just to go through my eyebrows, get any of that powder off of there, and also push them up to get them into shape, into formation. All right, let's try this guy out. So this is just like a regular pen. And I like that it's more of like a stiff bristle. That way you have more control over the brush and where the product's gonna go. Try kind of make small hair-like strokes. I'm actually really liking this so far. This looks super, super natural. And the tip of this isn't super inky. Like there's one by Urban.Decay, which is the brow blade, which is this guy here. This one is super, super inky. Like the brush is very flimsy. I don't know if you could see that. So you don't have a whole lot of control over this one. I love how stiff this is. Although I don't know how many uses you're gonna be able to get out of it. I feel like this could easily be dead after like 2 uses, but I could be wrong. It definitely took me a little longer than it normally would to do my eyebrows, but I really, really like that. So I'm just gonna do the other one really quick. All right, now for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Artistry eyeshadow palette. So there are 2 here that they came out with, so I'll show you guys both of them. I was just taking off the clear cover with my tweezers and I just punctured the blue in this one palette. So just giving you a heads up on that one. But this is the first palette. I'm not sure which one I want to choose yet, but this is one of them. This one really makes me want to do a green eye, but I've done like 3 green eyes already, so maybe not. And then there is this one. So I haven't done like a brown smoky eye in a little while, so I think I will go with the first palette that I showed you guys. So this is, oh, okay, so these actually aren't both Pro Artistry palettes. So this one is the Pro Artistry palette, and then this one is the Pro Mastery palette. Okay, so I'm going in with the Pro Artistry palette, and I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna go in with this quadrant of colors right here. Nice little brown moment. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest brown of all of those shades there, just as my transition. Already, it's starting out with a lot of pigment. I love this color. It's like the perfect transition shade. And this color's blending out really well as well. Really well as well, but it's just effortless. Now I'm going in with that darker brown and focusing on the outer corners here, the outer crease. Then for my lid, I'm going in with that golder metallic shade. And then for the inner corner, I'm gonna go in with this guy here. This is the great part of not having my nails on. I can get right into this corner in here. That color is packed on beautifully. Then like I said, I'm taking that lighter shade and going right in that inner corner here. So I'm doing that like the inner half of my eyelid. Ooh, I just love that color combination. I love LA Girl's metallic shades. I just think that they're so beautiful. I mean, I obviously like their mattes as well. Those brown shades really blend it out nicely. All right, I'm just gonna mirror this on the other eye. All right, so I'm taking that darker brown on the outer edge of my eye to add a little bit of dimension. All right, I have a slight bit of fallout underneath my eye, not a big deal. And it just wiped away perfectly, which is always a good thing. I think I'm gonna go in with that dark brown and just go a little bit more in the crease here, just to define it slightly. All right, so I think I'm gonna throw a little wrench in the system, and I think I'm gonna use this foresty green shade underneath my eye. I wonder if that's even showing up as green on camera, because it's such a dark green, but it really is beautiful. I'm gonna top it off with that green that's next to it, just to see if I can lighten it a little bit, just to be noticeable. I really like that. I think that's nice, and it also brings out my eye color a little bit too. Ooh. I think for a little bit extra pop, I'm gonna go in with the gel cream liner, and this is in the shade Teaspoon. So this is a green gel liner by ColourPop. So this obviously didn't come out in 2020. At least I don't think so. I think they've had this gel liner forever. Yeah, I feel like that just added like the perfect amount of color on there. I'm also gonna grab that icy white metallic shade here, clean up underneath my brow bone. Oh, I just love everything about this palette. Every single color that I've tried performs so well. I just really like this eye look. I forgot that I wanted to use this highlighter, So I guess I'll just show you guys. I might actually just use it to go on top of the other highlighter because you guys need to see this one. So this was part of the Bretman Rock collaboration with Wet n Wild, but this was the Jungle Rock Loose Highlighting Duo. And there are 2 shades in here. So there is Lioness and Tigress. So this is what it looks like here. And then you open it up and there are 2 shades in here. The more natural looking highlighting shade is amazing. So that is this guy here. I don't even know if that's doing it justice on camera. Yeah, it is. It looks nice. And then the other shade is like a really pretty like cranberry with like gold reflex. So the gold shade, the Lioness, is the one that I really, really love, and it's just amazing for highlighting. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on a fan brush. And just a little bit goes a long way. It's just so beautiful. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my eyeliner and lashes off camera because I don't have anything that was released in 2020. I don't believe so, at least. But yeah, I'll be back. All right, guys, now for lips, I'm gonna try the new, this is the Rimmel London Provocalypse 16-hour kiss-proof lip color. So this is in the shade Wish Upon a Berry. All right, so there's 2 steps here. So step 1 is the lip color, and then step 2 is the Lock and Shine. So this is what it looks like. Ooh, that's a really pretty lip color. I feel like that looks perfect with the eyes too. I really like this lip color. It feels a little sticky too, which is nice. But let's see what happens when we go over it with the clear shine coat. So that clear coat took the stickiness away from the lip, which is nice. It's just nice and smooth now. So it says that this is 16-hour wear and that it's kiss-proof. That's crazy. So it looks like there's just like a little bit from like the part that's underneath like your lips here, but that's crazy. I really love this color. This is like just about an everyday color for me, just like a little bit amplified. I have a lot of these in the mail, so I wonder if I should just do a full video on these because I feel like everyone needs to know about these. But to finish out the look, we're gonna do a setting spray. So this is also from the Jungle Rock collection. This is the Do Me in the Jungle setting spray. So this is the finished look, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite product was in the video today. I think mine was the LA Girl Pro Artistry eyeshadow palette. I love all of these shades in here. I just feel like this is such a wearable palette. Like it has all of its neutral shades as well as some bright pops of color that you can always do underneath your eye, or you can obviously do a bold eyeshadow look as well. But I would say that was my favorite thing that I tried today, along with the lips. Like I said, I think I'm gonna make an entire video dedicated to these because I think they sent me like 10 of these. But that's crazy that this is like completely transfer proof. But yeah, anyway guys, I love you and I'll see you on the next one.